what do we call this resistance to dehumanization, depopulation? I said, I think we should call it Team Humanity. And he agreed with that. So we're launching Team Humanity operation.
Well, there you have it. Alex Jones is joining forces with Elon Musk. Who could have ever predicted that? Kind of like Batman and Robin. It's going to be a very interesting 2024. G'day guys, this is Holy Critics signing in. And today I want to share with you an interesting development in the relationship between Alex Jones and Elon Musk, which up until this point has been quite adversarial. For one, Elon initially denied Alex returning to Twitter/X because of the Sandy Hook civil trial. And Alex resents Elon because of his push towards transhumanism through technologies like Neuralink. But apparently they've let bygones be bygones, because in the last 2 weeks he reinstated Alex completely out of the blue. And that was preceded by a very strange group conference call. Some interesting sound bites came out of it that I thought I'd like to share with you. So let's have a little listen.
Critical crossroads right now in the entire future of the human destiny. And I called it Plan B, but I mean, Elon, what do you call it? Just an alternate plan for humanity? Because we could have a debate, because the Black Rocks and the globalists are right now in control. If they were 100% control, you and others have felt rested to maybe they're in 80% control. They're losing control very quickly as people discover what they're doing. But what would you call the debate and discussion about a pro-human future? Just Team Humanity?
Yeah, Team Humanity, absolutely. That sounds good. But I think like something that is really important is like you just literally have to have kids, or there's no next generation.
So the term Team Humanity cropped up for the first time. And then about a week later, Elon was in Italy meeting with Giorgia Meloni. And while he was on stage, he started to saying this.
Go humans! Go humans! Yes! Team Humanity!
So that doesn't seem the slightest bit forced, does it? Go humans! Team Humanity, he proclaims to the crowd. The richest man who ever lived, at least officially, is now batting for you. Do you really believe that? Do you really believe a man like that gets to a position of the richest man ever and doesn't sign a deal with the devil? If you believe that, I got your beachfront property in Arizona to sell you. And you want me to prove my point? Team Humanity. Remember that term, Team Humanity. This very same man says China is on Team Humanity. He says he's kind of pro-China and that the country is on Team Humanity when it comes to artificial intelligence. Just digest that for a second. China is the opposite of humane. They are the enemy of humanity. The way they conduct themselves. I mean, you know about the Uyghur Muslims, don't you? You know about the Big Brother system they've got there in the cities of China. You know, these face-scanning cameras. They are the biggest offenders when it comes to violating privacy and human rights. And yet, according to Elon Musk, they're fine and dandy. You don't think he's a wolf in sheep's clothing? Really? At this point? Do you think the elites would just give him the reins like this? That they haven't approved of what he's doing? Do you think he'd still be walking around? But Alex Jones has changed his tune. Now he's talking glowingly of the guy. Just listen to this. So here we've got Alex Jones being interviewed by Benny Johnson. And just have a listen to what he has to say about Team Humanity.
You had a wild conversation with Elon Musk. What was the most interesting thing that you learned in that live conversation just a few days ago?
He was basically agreeing with everything I was saying, and then I said,
He was agreeing with everything you were saying. That didn't raise a red flag, Alex? Surely you're not that naive.
what do we call this resistance to dehumanization, depopulation? I said, I think we should call it Team Humanity. And he agreed with that. So we're launching Team Humanity operation.
Is this going to be like an organization that's like in favor of human flourishing?
Well, I've always talked about Team Humanity for years, but he said, no, I think that's the name of it. So we've launched a t-shirt. But I mean, other than that, I'm going to keep hyping up. We want pro-human unions, people demanding things be human-made, that any AI-run systems are pro-human.
And you think Elon's going to promote pro-human AI? The very nature of AI supplants the need for humans. But somehow we can merge with it, control it. For how long is Elon Musk planning to do that? And with the help of whom exactly? China? So you might think I've been particularly harsh in my criticism of Elon Musk, but if you've done the research I've done into his dubious past, you'd probably come to the same conclusion that I've come to, which is that he is a complete and utter megalomaniac. But with that aside, I now want to play you a mini documentary that I narrated, and maybe it might help shape your opinion of the man. So, if you give me an extra 5 minutes of your time, I promise you won't regret it. Pop culture icon Elon Musk has been touted as some sort of eccentric genius who came from humble beginnings, but this could not be any further from the truth. Musk, who was born in South Africa, claims to have grown up extremely poor, but his family did own a highly lucrative emerald mine. As a teenager, Elon would trade emeralds for large sums of cash in New York City, and his father often bragged that they had so much money, quote unquote, we couldn't even close our safe. Musk claims to have had about $100,000 of student loan debt, but in reality he received a full scholarship to the University of Pennsylvania, where he bought a 10-bedroom frat house with his college buddy and ran an illegal underground nightclub. Certainly not the rags to riches tale he so espouses. Another popular belief is that Elon has an IQ of 155, but this has never been proven credible, and after being accepted into Stanford PhD studies, he dropped out after only 2 days. Elon later went on to co-found the tech startup Zip2 with his brother Kimball. The business was essentially a digital version of the Yellow Pages and was propped up with tens of thousands of dollars from their parents, a fact which Elon continues to deny. An associate of Elon's father, Greg Curry, tried to attract investors, but their amateurish website was a tangled mess of code that required professional programmers to completely rewrite. Zip2 was then sold for $307 million to Compaq, who eventually shut it down without ever earning a profit. Elon gained $22 million from the deal and proceeded to purchase a McLaren F1 supercar, parading it in front of the media before totaling the uninsured vehicle. Musk then went on to create the online bank X.com, where he partnered with Harris Fricker, Edward Ho, and Christopher Payne. All three wound up leaving the company after accusing him of lying to the media about the quality of their product. His incessant lies, however, didn't end there. Elon falsely proclaimed he founded PayPal, a company that was first founded in 1998 by Peter Thiel and Max Levchin under the name Confinity. When they merged with X.com in the year 2000, Elon saw to it that he would become the next CEO. Instead, the other executives successfully petitioned to fire him while he was away on vacation. As part of Musk's resignation agreement, he stipulated that all references to the founders of the company be removed and allowing him to claim fake credit. Peter Thiel then rebranded the company PayPal, went public and sold it to eBay for $1.5 billion. Elon made a tidy $180 million for his part, which he promptly invested into SpaceX and failed company SolarCity. It may come as a shock to you, but Elon's so-called crowning achievement Tesla was also not a creation of his. In reality, it was founded by Mark Tarpenning and Martin Eberhard in 2003, who developed the first Tesla Roadster. When Tarpenning and Eberhard began looking for venture capital, they approached a cashed-up Musk, who, with his fake credibility, jumped on board under the condition of full authorship. In leaked emails, Musk was upset that the media was not giving him enough credit for Tesla Motors. He then went after the CEO for dissent, eventually forcing him out and rewriting the company's history, reflecting himself as the original founder. Eberhard was promised the first Roadster off the assembly line, but after their falling out, Musk instead screwed him over and shot his vehicle into space, remarking how fake it all looked. So who really is Elon Musk? He describes his father Errol as being an evil and abusive man with a history of suspected sex crimes. It seems the apple did not fall too far from the tree. The spoiled narcissistic con artist now wants to put computer chips in everyone's brain so that we can merge with artificial intelligence. Even his current girlfriend is bragging how this innovation could lead to a communist utopia. A case of mad science meets Marxism? Perhaps. And strangely enough, former Nazi and head of NASA Werner von Braun predicted a man named Elon would conquer Mars in a 1952 novel that he wrote. This is made all the more odd because NASA has partnered with SpaceX to work towards colonizing Mars. Elon Musk, like everything else in today's society, is a fraud. Sorry to burst your bubble. He's a fake genius, just like philanthropist Bill Gates, who spends his days using the fake news to push his depopulation agenda. Here's a pro tip for dealing with the mainstream media, and all of pop culture for that matter. Assume it's a lie, unless proven otherwise.